If you feel like you need to work on your related distances on a curve, or bending lines, or curved lines, or whatever you may call them, this exercise is for you. It will work on your curved lines as well as improve your horse's jumping technique. The line in this exercise will get your horse balanced and sharp in front as well as work on its scope. So all in all, it's a pretty cool exercise. Okay, so there aren't loads and loads of jumps to set up, but because you're doing lines and related distances, everything is related. So you'll need to get your measurements right. Other than that, the setup is a walk in the park. So let's get the line along the top long side of your arena out of the way first. So it's an oxer, 2 strides to a vertical, 1 stride to a second vertical, then 1 stride to a third vertical, ending off with 2 strides to a second oxer. So both the 2 stride distances measure 12 paces or 36 feet. And then the 2 1 stride distances walk 8 paces or measure 24 feet. And finally, the 2 placing poles go exactly in the middle of the 1 stride distances, so they measure 4 paces or 12 feet from the verticals. Next, you set up this related distance on a curve. You jump it both ways, so make sure the jumps can be jumped both ways. Vertical to oxer or oxer to vertical, it rides through on 6 strides, so it measures 28 paces or 84 feet. You then basically mirror the related distance on the other side. You also ride it both ways, and it also rides through on 6 strides, so it measures the same, 28 paces or 84 feet for the 6 strides. And then for the warm-up, you lay out these 2 poles on the ground like this. It's a related distance and it rides through on 8 strides, so it walks 34 paces or measures 102 feet for the 8 strides. And that's it. You're all set up and ready to go. Don't forget about the link to a JPEG of the course plan in the description below. Makes it so much easier to build off your phone. So the warm-up routine is basically over these 2 canter poles on a big loop. The path between the canter poles is a related distance on a curve, and it rides through on 8 strides. It's good practice for the related distances to come later in the exercise. There's nothing complicated about it. It will just get your eye in for riding related distances on a curve, and will get you riding on your chosen line. Once you're going down nicely on 8 strides, take a more direct line and go down on 7 strides, 1 less. It's just good practice and will help get you good at riding related distances. So this is just a cool little way to start jumping. Nothing fancy, just these 2 jumps, oxer and a vertical, one after the other. Start off really small, going one way and then the other way. Then, once you feel comfortable and you've gone both ways a few times, you go up to your normal jumping height and repeat the process. And now you should be warmed up and ready to jump the full exercise. You can also set aside a day where you only warm up and jump the line, and then another day you jump the line and the little track. That's entirely up to you. Also, remember to watch the pressure points chapter after this so you get an idea of how best to ride the tricky bits. So my advice always for related distances on a curve is to focus on getting onto your line early, unless you have a very big striding horse. I find most people tend to miss their line and go a little too wide, which makes the related distance ride too long, or they end up adding a stride. So in the air, you want to be focused on the direction you're going. And then as you land, get your horse onto the line, and then you should be able to leave it to canter through and get a good distance. Well done, you made it to the end. So if you enjoyed this exercise or any other of my exercises, but you're not that confident setting it up and would like some help riding it, I do online coaching. So no matter where you are in the world, I can help you with the setup and coach you over the exercise or an exercise of your choice. So if you're keen to join the online coaching revolution, don't miss out. There's a limited amount of people I can coach. Just follow the online coaching link in the description below to find out more.